heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with it. Journey started young, super hard hit. Call me crazy, but you is not my psychiatrist. Been through a lifetime of strife and struggling.
Sure thing.
Be the best at
All right,
covenant.
I'm ready.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Let us begin.
Hope you're not a sword.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs, denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner, buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. I want to see how they manage their SA gauge here. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Top gets them. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Grabs them. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Great work finding the opening. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Will that super be the turning point? Reads their mind and texts a throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Rushes that off and keeps going. Not much life, just experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Max SA gauges. Low heavy, but no go. That back throw was huge. No! Critical art now? Noticeable light in there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Projectile to try and change the situation. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 1 with the life lead. All right. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Hold your breath. There's a punish count. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Trips him up. Player 2 chases them down. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Big, low, reaching heavy. Throws him. What's next? Heading into the perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. The drive rush to keep it going. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Player 2, experiencing burnout. Uses the gauge for a super art.
Come on. It's time
Level
to
3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. A quick breather. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Crowns them from above. What now? Somehow all the throw connects. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Happy hour! Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Blocks the low heavy, the low! Throw is denied, what a read! Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up, throws them! What now? Free flow strikes! Thinking cap overdrive Shoryuken! Keep the throw is denied! Drive rush! Connects with the throw! Amazing! Player 1 needs to win this out. This can lead to some big damage. Perfect tech. Turns out. Shrug that off. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Knew the throw was coming. Noticeable. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Feeling a real buzz. What a statement with that fireball. They're recovered. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Where are you going? You can't escape. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the throw. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gun-shy. Player 2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Life lead opens up. Yoga teleport digs in deep to get that drive impact. Takes a trip. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 2 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side. Now, can they finish the job? Lands the back throw. Time to go to work. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What'll happen here? Shinku Hadouken! Breaks the... Ooh, what a smart throw! Springs forward with the drive rush. Life lead is there. There's the KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Teleport! Ah, genius read with that throw escape. Hits him with a stop and pop. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. And it is on. Blinka wrecks them. Player 2 drive impact misses. Handle is there. You can't drop drive impact. Player 2 is in burnout state. Oh my god, what a throw tech. Impact squash. Nothing stops this train. What's this Shinku Hadouken gonna do? What's next? Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Oh man, this is gonna hurt. The big Drama Jamma! Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to connect with the throw. Breaks the block, drive rush to keep it going. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Throws him. What's next? Taking stock. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Grabs him. The jump in is denied. Very solid corner switch. All right, what's coming up next? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Player 2 chases them down. One chance at experiencing burnout. Cross hips the grab. KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Shows the medium kick. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Burns the drive gauge. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Close them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left. There's the impact! Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Not experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. No go fire there. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Hit them with a stop and pop. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Doing some quick planning? Crowns them from above! Were they a fireball at that range? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
A new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let us begin. Hope you're ready. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Neither of them willing to back off. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Knockdown. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. In there! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Creates an opening with a low heavy. Box him with a target combo. Sonic boom. Brushes that off and keeps going. Breaks the block with a throw. Just goes for it at this range. Both fighters planning something? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. They're backed up into the corner. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Drive gauge is looking, crowns them from above. Experiencing burnout. Manages to block the drops from the air. Sonic boom. Anti-air in the clutch. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Closing moments of the match. No! Critical art now? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Landmine zone.
Fight round. Fight.
Checking with the fireball. Sets up with the jump in. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Blocks it. Shoots their shot. Nothing stops this train. Player 1 with a slight lead. Turns out, amazing. Player 2, clutch anti-air. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Boom! Player 2 can't. Oh, stun! Bad news is on the way. Player 2 with more fuel for the fire. Cook them up. Player 2 still has a chance, but it's going to be an uphill. What a finish! Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Blocks it. Breaks the block with a throw. Medium kick. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Throws him down. What's the play here? The drive impact met them a sweet punishment. Knockdown. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Somehow perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Checking their reactions with a fireball? Somersault kick. Changes the pace with an air dare. Hits them with a stop and pop. Shinku Hadouken. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Looking for a chance. Barely blocks the jump in. Sonic boom. So, what's next? Jumps, grabs and throws them away. Flies them open with a Shoryuken. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Perfect in the low. Are we gonna see a comeback here? And whip! They're wide open. Low heavy. Baits out the low. Shows some disrespect with that invincible special. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Opens with a fireball. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Hits him with a stop and pop. Jumps up. Blocks the low kick. Player 2 with the lead. Will they go? Oh, snipe. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Falls flat into the guard break. Player 2 can't let go. Putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
What's wrong? Get up!
What will they do next? Looking for a hole. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Boom! A real test of nerves here. Blocks the low kick. Wouldn't super art do it? Are you kidding me? Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. Sonic boom. Okay, they trade hits. Grabs them. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. What a clutch side kicks there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Makes a huge statement with that finish. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sees it coming and blocks it out. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. They exchange blows. Barely hits him with a stop and pop. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Both fighters planning something? Sonic boom. They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive gap. What'll happen here? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big throws. Knockdown and Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? A quick breather. Burnout activates. Nice spinning back knuckle. Solid anti-air. Knew the throw was coming. Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with the fireball. Sets up with the jump in. Player one needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. They decide to take a breather, drive rush to keep it going. Going in? Gotta do better than that. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Player two, putting the cherry on top. Oh, here we go. Excellent block. Boom. Any throw with, oh my God, they just choked it up. Delo's block, shoots their shot. Punish counter sets the table. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Where you put that handy and whooping ass to work.
This is the path I have chosen.
Look at the damage. Meets them air to air. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Ooh, what a smart blow. What now? Quick air to air. Crowns them from above. Do they have what it takes to steal? Turns out. Tons of space. Drop zone, baby. It is over. Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
A new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Show me everything you have.
No mercy for you.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Knockdown. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. All right. Denies that throw attempt. Brushes off the throw. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Back throw for the side switch. Well-timed corner switch. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Looking to plan them with a pile driver. Player one has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Smart play with the throw. They need to rely on their instincts here. Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. Avoids getting stuck in the corner. It's too much. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player two had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Meter management is going to be a huge factor right now. Hits them with a stopping block. Burnout activates. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Blocks it. Smart play with the throw. Ooh, what a smart throw. Max SA gauges. Oh my God, what a throw tech. Hits the air throw. What'll happen here? Their spacing is just goes for it at this range. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. You need guts to pull that off. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
This body of iron.
Fight round. Fight.
Scuff him. Both play and whiffs. They're wide open. Crowns them from above. Both sides connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player two needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. This is gonna hurt. Turning it right up with a super. Killer bee. Will it end there? Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. There's a drive impact. Reach out and hug him. A real test of nerves here. Who will set the bait at this range? Play a big-time whiff! Ugh, take a seat! And whiffs! They're wide open! This is it! Pack your bags! We're going to Siberia! I can't believe it! Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps up, hits them with a stop and bop. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. Slips the grab. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Taking stock. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? No more drive gauge. All right, what's coming up next? Very solid corner. They saw the chip KO on the table.
Right.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. They gotta be careful here because a full drive gauge can erase what life they have left in a flash. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Player, they're going for the super art? There's a change of sides. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Medium kick hits. Breaks the block with a throw. Can they claw their way back and give themselves a chance to win? A quick breather. Barely blocks the jump in. Are we gonna see a comeback here? And whiff! They're wide open! They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Not close enough for the throw. Raw super art incoming. Hits him with a 96 killer beast hit. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Right there! An opening! What's wrong? Get up! Hadouken!
We are about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Come on. Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player one has the life lead. What's the play here? Okay, creating some space here. They timed that just right to get the perfect pair. Knockdown. Goes to the overdrive. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Definitely answers the air attack. Decides to meet them in the air. Takes a trip. KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Big, low, reaching heavy. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Player one kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Checks them with a projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. They both have full drive. Hits them with a stop and bop. Uses the target combo as a filler. Knockdown and their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. The low going in. Player two has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Knockdown. Here comes the flatline zone. Player one survived that tense mirror match.
Gotta do this. Come on. Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Player one with the life lead. Trips him up. They get the distance they want. Perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Perfectly timed parry to deflect the opponent's attack. You don't want to get caught in that situation too many times. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Had the radar up and running. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 2 creates a good KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Shows the medium kick. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game teams. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Uses the target combo as a filler. Knockdown and... their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Ooh, the low kick hits! Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Knockdown! Here comes the closes it out! Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best.